Chapter 2. Exploring the City. Cal's Point of View. Cal examined the train schedule carefully, but by the looks of it, only a few were open. Unsure where to begin, he took the first stop into the city, which was a small town called Cocoa Town. As the train began to depart, Cal couldn't help but overhear a few scrappers yapping away, talking about their jobs. It reminded him how he and Prof used to talk for hours after a hard day at work. As he gazed out the window, he felt overwhelmed by how vast the city really is. Taking a deep breath, he clutched onto his stomach, almost as if the connection he felt earlier was fading. That definitely couldn't be a good sign. Once Cal arrived at the town, he quickly walked out of the train, looking around for the nearest map. Unfortunately, it was plastered with graffiti all over. "Looks like we'll have to find our way around the town ourselves, Beatty," Cal whispered. "I'm not sure, but we have to find them before anyone else does." Cal's concern was beginning to grow. He couldn't feel any type of presence the further he got into the town. BD1 could tell Cal was worried, so he suggested they make a pit stop somewhere. Luckily, they found a diner up ahead and made their way towards it. Cal removed his hood once he entered and sat down in a booth. Soon, a droid waitress approached Cal and took his order. After a while, Cal noticed another customer walk in. "Hey Dex, I'll take the usual," said a female voice. Cal glanced over at her slightly, but instantly regretted it once she made eye contact with him. "Never seen you around here before," she commented. "Got a name?" "I'll tell you mine after you tell me yours," Cal replied. "Annika Jello. Now you." "Nice to meet you. I'm Cal Kestis." Annika was around Cal's age. She had long golden brown hair, deep brown eyes, and fair skin. "So, what brings you out here, Cal?" she asked. "Just exploring Coruscant, since it's my first time here. It's called Imperial City now," she added. "Who came up with that?" he asked. "The Emperor. It's his city, after all," she implied. "Figures," Cal thought to himself. "I hope this isn't too much to ask, Annika, but would you mind showing me around?" "Well, I don't know. I was planning on heading to a club later and..." Cal quickly interjected. "I just need some help navigating around, that's all." Annika sighed in defeat and caved in. "I'm heading down to the Uskru district, so I can show you around that area." "What's down there?" Cal asked. "All kinds of stuff. Hotels, an opera house, clubs. I recommend hiding your droid down there, though, especially if you want to head into one of the cantinas. Smugglers would love to get their hands on him for scraps," Annika implied. BD1 chirped fearfully, but Cal pet him slightly to calm him down. "Well, Cal, are you good to go?" "Yeah, ready whenever you are." Cal hoped in the back of his head that Seer was making better progress than he was. Time skip, Annika's point of view. "Why did I agree to let this guy tag along with me? I promised my good friend Varlo we'd meet up at the cantina. Now I gotta explain to him how I got stuck with this random stranger. I'm glad it didn't take too long for us to get to the district, because I can't wait to get away from this guy." Once Cal and Annika arrived, she explained which areas to explore and avoid. After a while, Cal seemed more comfortable to take off. "Think you can take it from here?" I asked. "I think so. Thanks again for your help," Cal replied. For some reason, Cal just stood there for a moment, clearly not getting the hint. "Okay, well, I have to get going now. Hey, Annika! It's about time you showed up." "Perfect timing, Varlo," I muttered to myself. Varlo was 2 years older than Annika. He had messy black hair, amber-colored eyes, and olive skin. "Who's this?" Varlo asked. "This is Cal. I met him while I was in Dex's diner." "Hello, Cal. Pleasure to meet you," Varlo introduced. "Likewise," Cal replied, shaking his hand. "Well, shall we get going?" I implied. "I better be on my way as well. Thanks for showing me around, Annika. I appreciate it." Cal was ready to walk away until Varlo stopped him. "Why don't you join us, Cal?" Varlo suggested. Cal turned around and looked at them hesitantly, especially since Annika seemed annoyed. "I don't want to intrude." "You're not, man. Come on, you'll have a great time," Varlo added. After debating whether to stay or not, Cal finally gave in. If you insist. Great, follow us. We know all of the hotspots in this section of town, Frala replied excitingly. Annika smiled slightly, but was even more annoyed that Varlo invited Cal. Guess she'll just have to make the best out of it. End of Chapter 2.